You guys, hope you're good. I hope you're good. Welcome to our New York live trading session. So this is the initial trading idea we had on UJ. We were looking for a scalp sell. This is our first attempt at a sell, but at the same time, I feel like price might extend up into 150.000 before we get like a short sell. Then maybe price will extend to about 152, which is also a possibility. 152, I think that's around about the all-time highs. Okay, there we go. So that's the all-time highs on UJ. So price can still tap into that liquidity before we get any form of reversal. But that's on the higher time frame though. So we just know if price pushes up, we will be looking at 152.000 as a point of interest for sales. But initially today, I also have a short-term sell bias. So what I just want to follow here is whether the setup is going to play out or what. Here you can see we've got a peak. So here is my confluences. I've got the previous day's high coming up here. I've got the pre-London high here, liquidity taken out and price created a peak. London closed, New York open. Price pushed down, but we didn't break this breaker here. So a break of this level would have actually made me execute this particular sell. But for now, I'm looking at price still coming up to the New York open highs, possibly take them out and hit a whole number before we get maybe like either a retracement or a reversal for the day. So that's my bias. In terms of buys, I do not have a buy setup. Of course, price might push up, but I do not have a buy setup here. So I hope there's a noise in the background. I hope it's not irritating you guys. Okay, I'm going to quickly go to Nasdaq. I actually missed this one. Let me see what we can come up with. Okay, we got the breaker block here. A close above this zone will actually see me buying this. If we get a close above the zone, I'll actually consider buys. Of course, the best entry was here. We're actually not very far from the best entry, so I'm actually going to execute a buy on Nasdaq right away. The price is actually moving. I'm executing a buy or at current market price. Buy current market price. All right. So basically, my reason for the buy is I feel like we set a low right here at the New York. This is the current New York lows. So we broke a structure. As we're coming down, we broke this. What's price coming down to? Either an order block, equal lows, or an imbalance. So we had an imbalance here. Let me just try to mark the imbalances. We had an imbalance here. We had an imbalance. Okay, let me try to zoom in a bit. Okay, so we currently on buys on Nasdaq. We got active buys on a late entry buy though. Okay, imbalance there. We had an imbalance here. Okay, we had another imbalance here. So usually what I look for is when price is coming down, I look for price to, if I'm looking for buys, I look for price to hit me with a green bar after it hits an imbalance or an order block or equal lows. So at the first imbalance, we didn't have anything. At the second imbalance, we had a green candle. So I would have a buy stop right above that candle. So that if the next green candle, excuse me, if the next candle is green, then I'm active. But at the same time, if I decide to open a position, then what I'll do is my stop loss goes below. I would have put it potentially below the order block and the last fair value gap, but the best place would be outside the zone. Then my targets would have been this zone I have here. I'm not sure where the zone is coming from, but that would have been my target. So the setup would have been like this. Let me just check on M15. Where potentially, yeah. So you can see I've got a zone there. But again, price can potentially come all the way up to this area, which is a London session level right there. So this would have been my setup, right? You can see the pattern here. M15 closed, entered on the retest on a smaller time frame, then price is pushing up. So we've entered on a late entry, which I'm going to explain just now. All right, so price then came again into this imbalance here. Just grab the pen. Came into this imbalance, green candle. So if I have my buy stop right on top there, you can see the next candles were green. So I would have been triggered here. So the next entries would have been here. This would have still been the same risk with the same target. So right now we've entered on a late buy trade. Let me check the price I entered on. 14,760 on this particular broker, which is somewhere here. Okay, so we use this candle. This is the stop loss. We are currently on a 1:2. We're just going to aim for a 1:3 trade. Okay, so this is a setup within a setup. So I showed you where we should have actually entered, then where we actually entered now based on the information I have by looking at this current price. So let's see if this trade is going to pay us. I actually got buys on EU. I'm looking for sells on UJ. I don't want to forget about UJ. Okay, UJ is coming to my point of interest. This is a nice pattern I've got here. I'm actually considering my sells because I've been on this sell setup. I've been looking at the sell bias rather. And as soon as we close below this breaker, it's going to confirm that sell. So what I'll be looking for right now would be an early entry. So I would be looking at something like, okay, why am I moving this? Okay, this is what I wanted to do. Looking at something like this for now. Just want to see what we are pulling back into here. We're going to pull back into the area where I just put a line there. Let's see. I want to see the reaction we're going to get here for me to actually consider sells. GU, I'm in on a buy. Okay, I won't open many things here because we don't want to keep track of what we're actually looking at. Okay, Nasdaq, back at entry. Okay, UG is coming to the party. We have a pattern on UG. I believe we agree we've got a pattern. We're about to break. We're about to break the breaker block, which is going to confirm our sell. So we need a break and a close below. All right, we need a break and a close below. So as soon as we close below the zone, I'm going to enter a sell. Then if we get a retracement, I'm going to scale in again. Okay, so we're going to refine this. Based on the new entry we're going to have. My first position is active. Stop loss for now, it's outside the range. This current small range here, our stop loss is at the top here. So we want to see how price is going to react if they pull back to this area here. Then we're going to refine more entries and define our risk clearly. All right, price pushing back up with some aggression. They seems like they want to reject the previous day's high. But let's see how they go. Nasdaq pushing up. Okay, so if you notice on UJ, the entry I have is impulsive. We haven't yet closed below. Excuse me, we haven't yet closed below the breaker, as you can see. We've not closed below that breaker there, so patiently waiting to see what they want to do. Are they pushing up? Is this a continuation of buys, break of this zone and the retest for price to push up? If it is, then that's not what I'm anticipating, so I'm not executing buys. But if I do get what I'm anticipating here, then that's going to be a sure kill because I'll be targeting the London session lows. That's what I'll be targeting. So let's see how that goes. Okay, getting a red. Okay, so if we are in the zone, I'm waiting to get a red candle to confirm any sells. So let's wait and see what happens. Yeah, I'm just checking on synthetics. I think we had We had a buy. KGU is actually not looking nice. Okay, I think we executed a buy here on B5. Let me quickly confirm our entry price. 37.46, 37.46. Yeah, our buy was somewhere in here, so price came back down with us. Then it has pushed up. We are in profits about 10 pips. It's not much, which I wasn't looking for any big trade. So I might actually take profits here since we are on the 200. This is also a possible target. But since I wasn't expecting any big move, I'm going to take what the market has given on B5, C1, looking for sales. Previous day's high, rejected here. With the zone here, prices come back. They might still come back. I'm still anticipating sales on C1. Yeah, possible sales, but unconfirmed. I still want to see price give me something, maybe break this level here. Okay, let's come back here. UG is coming to the party. We need a close below that's our breaker day. So let's see what our price wants to do. Nasdaq doing the things. Nasdaq doing the things. I think, yeah, we're almost on take profit. If you can see our setup inside there, we're almost on TP on our trade, which we took. Remember, once we hit 50 points, it's a wrap on Nasdaq. So we're currently on 60. So I'm actually going to okay, I'm checking what happened. Button execute here. Nasdaq is about to hit TP, but on 50 points, I'm executing. Okay, let me just do this. Okay, it's only UG which is tripping. All the trades I took are all good, and I've actually reached my daily target, so I'm just closing those trades off. Okay, Nasdaq, we are taking our 50 points. I'll share the trade in the group as well so that you can just see that it was executed. 61. Okay, I'm actually 3 pips away from 3 pips away from hitting 50 points. Almost there, almost smashed. Smashed 50 points, smashed. The Nasdaq trade closed. Results will be shared in the group as well. So guys, this was my session. This was my session today. You can see Nasdaq, we came late, but we still got the setup on a 1:3. It's only UJ which is still playing slow. EU, I scalped a buy. I won't share the setups now because of time. I just want to make this video short. GU was the better one of my setups. I'll just explain to you the buy I took. What I noticed is GU took out pre-London lows right here with this momentum move. Then they threw a doji in there or a morning star, right? And I noticed they could be trading back towards the previous day's lows. So my buy was probably either here or here because I only trade New York. And I've already closed because I was just aiming for 20 pips, and prices also reached the London high liquidity there. So that was my buy setup on GU executed. Results will be shown in the group. Nasdaq played out for us 1:3, TP smashed, and I think that's it for today. So we're going to catch up tomorrow. You guys have yourselves a lovely day. If the UJ plays out, we'll cash in on it. It's the only one which is refusing to move, so just make sure you monitor UJ. But yeah, if we get a close below, this breaker here, then we're going to adjust the stop loss accordingly, depending with any levels we'll be seeing on the smaller time frame. So this is just like a heat map or something, what we just anticipated. So we're anticipating something like this. If it's like this, it's almost a 1:3. Let me actually see. Maybe we might actually execute this now. Okay. You see, we got carried away. Remember, we were saying if price comes to this zone, I look for a red candle to show me that I'm actually selling. Let me just manage my trade there. Okay, so I was saying, let me remove this. I was saying I'm waiting for price to pull back into a zone, give me a red candle, then I wait for it with the stop loss, right? Sorry, with the self stop. Why I'm saying stop loss. So my setup would have been right there. My first entry, which is an early entry, would have been right here. Stop loss outside this range. And our targets, London lows, But now M15, as M15 closed below the zone, M15 is still refusing to close below the breaker to actually confirm the cells. If we close below the breaker, then we're going to confirm the cell setup. But for now, this is our heat map. This is what we're anticipating. If price does this, then we're going to do this, right? But if price does something else, then whatever we're seeing here will be invalid. We'll probably wait for another peak to be set. Then we look for the pattern. So I hope today's session was productive for you guys. Hope you took the trades. Hope you had a winning day. If you're new, we just wait to see if it plays out. Don't forget to subscribe, you guys. Subscribe, share the links. If these sessions are helpful, just comment, or if there's something you want us to look at, you just let me know. So enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Good trading.